what's going on, guys? So the Chocobo here, and we are back with some more Sky Factory. So today, game plan is that we're gonna build the refined storage system. Obviously not exactly what we have here, but we're gonna make a refined storage system over at our new base. That's still not functional yet, but we're gonna make another version of this there that hopefully is a little bit better. Obviously, we have quite a way to go. And I honestly am feeling like it's gonna be okay, because you know what? I think we can do everything that we need to with these crafters. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just start making some new patterns. So this is gonna actually prepare for us all the things that we need in order for us to execute on the plan. Let's see here. So if I say, hey, I need a crafter, can I do this at this point? Obviously, it has like a bunch of this other stuff here. Like, oh, I need to have. Oh, wait, am I? No way. Okay, yeah, no, that was weird. So I can just take this crafter. I can say, hey, make this for me, and then it's just going to do Lord knows what. But there it goes? Question mark. Yeah, there it goes. I don't know what was going on there for a little bit. Kind of seemed like it was getting a little bit confused and lost. But hey, now I can just make a stack of crafters and I can put all the patterns of the world into them. And I guess that's the goal, right? The goal is to make a giant tower of crafters, and the giant tower of crafters works with each other so I can just request. If I want something built, I'm just like, hey, game, make me this. And the game's like, yes, I'll help you out. And I can imagine that being really cool and really nice. So yeah, I suppose that'll be the way we go for it. But cool. So let me see here. I do not believe I know how to make machine casings. No, I don't. All right, so let me go ahead and also learn how to make that. So machine casing, come on. Okay. So let's learn how to do that as well. And I threw it into here because let's be honest, I always make that mistake. I'm also going to need to make a crafting grid, because that's just one of the things that I love and I can't do without. So crafting grid. I'm going to need a new pattern grid. I'm going to need a crafting monitor. See, this is just enabling me to be like truly and utterly lazy. I'm being like ultra lazy in this, which is both really cool and kind of terrifying. Like, I feel like I'm hitting a new level of laziness that I really shouldn't even be able to hit, to be completely honest with you guys. But, we'll yellow it. I don't know how to make a grid. Pattern. Wait, I know how to make a pattern. Don't I? Yeah, wait, no, that's a storage housing. Do I not know how to make a pattern? I guess okay. For some reason, I just kind of assumed that I had learned pattern at some point, but I guess not. All right, so let's see here. We'll learn pattern, I guess. Let's see. So what else is going to yell at me about? I need to make grids, and I will need grid in a number of these things. So let's go ahead and make that. I don't know. I'm kind of having a power trip right now, because I'm just kind of, it's astounding me that I can do this. I can just be like, hey, make all these things, and I don't have to like go back and forth. Like, it'll automatically calculate everything. It's just so cool. So I think that's my pattern grid that's currently being made. And did it make it? Oh, there it is. Pattern grid. Cool. I don't need an actual grid, so that's kind of worthless. Crafting monitor? Sure. Crafting grid? Sure. And I do need a controller. And yeah, I think that's all good. That's weird. I don't know. That's going to take a while for me to get used to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to use the absolute bejeebus out of it right off the rip, but I'm just still weirds me out. So I'm also going to need to make a disk drive. Disk manipulator. It bothers me that disk manipulator looks the way it does. I feel like it should be way more clear. But all right, so I need to make some disk manipulators. Let me think here. I'm gonna need to make it so it's, oh Lord, I need to make a lot of these. Disk manipulators. Let's start off with, so I need to start off with 12. Let's start off with 12 here. Or not manipulators, but drives. So that's gonna go ahead, do its thing. I'm gonna need a lot of 64K storage things. But before I put that into the works, I do want to kind of have everything else squared away first. Cables, I can make this myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I will need some more exporters and importers and stuff, so let's also be lazy and just do this. Because once I've done this, I can actually just move these patterns over, and I just will never have to worry about it ever again, which works for me. All right, so exporter, importer, and an exporter ready to roll. Cool beans. I'm gonna hold off on that for right now. I know it seems like kind of a random thing to wait on, but let's just hold off on it for right this second. And let's start getting everything ready to go. I am, there is, what are these things called? Flux plugs. I needed to make flux plugs. I need a flux plug. I actually started typing in pug. Rip. Okay. Flux plug. Nope. Wrong thing. I need to have a flux receiver or something. Flux point. Yes, this. All right. I need to make one of you, and I'm going to need to learn how to make some of you. Oh, no. Wait, what? Question mark? Didn't I? Okay, whatever. Beats me. I don't know what just happened here. So this is a flux point. Oh, wait. Oh, I never actually made the flux core pattern. Why? Okay. I don't know why, but my brain really just failed all over the place right there. That was strange. Let's go ahead and make this. And let's think here. So I need to also be able to make that. So this is going to be all my energy related stuff. That's going to be contingent on this. Aha! And I also have to ask it to melt some redstone. So let me see here. I knew that this would happen at some point. And I'm ready. All right, so furnace. All right, let's put you in there. And you know what, man? I need my crafters. Make 10 of them for me, would you? That's so weird that I can just do that. That's so strange. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting over it. I'm getting over myself. My bad. All right, so that is all now going. That is all cool. I wonder what's holding us up right now. Oh, it's just taking a long time because it has a lot of stuff to do, which is unfortunate. All right, but yeah, other than that, that should be it. Because we'll have flux. Oh, I guess I have to tell it how to make Eye of Ender. I mean, might as well. So, nope, wrong thing. Yeah, there we go. Dadgummit. All right. So let's put the Eye of Ender into there. And I'm going to need... I need more crafters. Crafters are still in production. Uh-oh. Have I hit my first major issue? Nope, it's just processing things. Guessing this is gonna start. Yeah, okay, so now it's doing the basic processors. My gracious me, that's gonna take a while. Okay, that's okay. Oh, blaze powder is another one that I certainly could also use. So let's go ahead and do that. Great job, Choco. Throwing patterns in the middle of nowhere. All right. Let's create that pattern as well. Now, Blaze. Now, there's another thing that I don't have the essence for. I do have Blaze Raw chickens that are supplying me, but I am definitely going to need to keep an eye on that. But this should be everything I need in order to create all the energy things I require and blah, 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 blah. So it should be pretty good and dandy. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. I'm not gonna lie, this is so nice. It's like having never mind. I should probably stop saying what I was about to say. It's just very handy. I can say that. It's very handy. I can definitely understand what the appeal of this is for all those people that were like, Choco, please do this now. And I was like, I'm too cool for your stuff. Like, I apologize greatly. You guys were absolutely correct. This was definitely a good thing to have done. I don't know why I thought that would work. So I need to make some flex points. Let's say 10. 10 should be fine. Also, I'm going to need to make one of it going the other way. Wait, did I already make them? Oh, holy cow, it did. All right, cool. And we're going to need one of these bad boys as well. Cool beans. Yeah, I think we're actually in pretty good shape here. So let's go ahead. All right. Remember those things I set aside and I was like, yeah, let's see. I mean, it can't hurt to have another ultimate furnace, right? Like what's the downside, you know? So let's take the Skittles out of there. Take said Skittles, throw them all into here. This is turning ridiculous. Like, oh man, this is how terrible things start. Like absolutely horrible things. Oh, I need to kill another wither. All right. Well, we are going to have to make something to automate wither killing at some point. I do probably want to do that. Ah, dang. So close. Ah, so very close. But this is so cool. Like we are very much in like OP land right now. I am like, this is getting kind of silly. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I don't actually know if that would have caused a whole lot of issue for me, but sorry, slime chickens. Oh wow, none of you guys actually really got hurt by that. The chickens are really not that hard to recreate anymore, so I'm not too worried about it. We have the core chickens safe away. The diamond chickens, we no longer are contingent on waiting for them, so we're okay. Alright, let's just go ahead, smack this dude into oblivion. And I believe... Okay, unless he's like MLG Pro, but... Can you not? Alright, so we'll just make one more ultimate furnace and be on our merry way. Like, not cool, you know? Like, so rude. Ow. Ow. Dadgummit, stop. Stop hitting me! Alright. Supremium into there. Crumbstar. Crumbstar 1, 2, 3 Kappa. So... Are you kidding? I actually withered away? Are you kidding me right now? Really? Okay. Did I drop a rare loot? Wait a minute. Hold on. Game, we've gone too far! We have gone too far! Well, that's awkward. Huh. Well, that happened. That's... Yeah, that happened. That definitely happened. Alright. So, let's have it make for us an ultimate furnace. Is the deed done? Oh, it's done. Wow, that's so ridiculously quick. We do need this. We obviously want to have infinite fuel going into there. I think we're just going to use coal. As hilarious as everything else is. Also, can we just not have? Oh my! I regret hitting buttons. I think it's I think it actually is this button. This is looking pretty funky fresh. Let's just remove that. let's just pretend that never happened. All right, and all that stuff is looking fine and dandy. I am actually going to want to make another. Ooh, did we finally run out of Yellorium? No, we definitely still have Yellorium. I guess our operations here are just eating up a ton of energy. Huh. Must be. It must just be that this thing is just consuming a ton of energy just because of what it is. Interesting. I find that rather odd, but okay, whatever. We're going to be moving to a bigger generator anyhow, so I guess it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Oh, I don't have this equipped on me. Come on. There you go. All right. Yeah, so let me see. I want to make a capacitor. Capacitor? Ooh, should we go for the... We should probably go for like the super legit one, huh? Oh, don't you even, game. Don't you even do it. I just... Don't give me your nonsense now, game. No one likes whenever you go all crazy on me. Wait, I can just make a capacitor. I didn't know you could do that. Apparently the game also was like, I didn't know you could do that either. All right, basic capacitors. Yes, I actually need to make 2 of you, which means it's gonna require dadgummit. Okay, I need to make 4 basic capacitors. Fudge sakes. All right. Oh man, this is such a hassle. But I feel like I'm over relying on patterns already. But then again, like, you know, if not now, then when, you know? Yeah, no, I can live a little bit. I'm not being lazy. I'm just being economic with my time. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then I know I'm going to need an octatic at some point. I know I don't have the things I need for it, but I might as well just start throwing them into the whole thing here. All right, so I'm not being lazy. I'm not being lazy. I'm not being lazy. I'm not being lazy. All right, so craft away, my friend. All right, and then that's gonna create for me a whole bunch of something or another's. 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. So now I have 4 of these bad boys. I didn't need to do this. Is there a way to... You butt face. Oh, you butt face. I just got conned so hard. I just got conned out of my mind. All right, electrical steel. Do we not have an electrical steel chicken? No, I don't think we actually do have electrical steel. What do I require for electrical steel? Electrical steel is going to require iron, coal, and silicon. Really? Like, really though? Alright. Let's take some iron, some silicon. I feel like such a potato when I do these things. All right, iron, silicon. I'm gonna need the coal powdered, whatever nonsense. Let's take that. Oh, am I chock full? Oh, yes, I am. All right. Okay, hold on. Let's just... Okay. Okay, my inventory is starting to hit that critical mass point of hot mess that it's starting to impact what we're doing here. All right, so let's just tuck all that into there. Okay, throw that into that. All right, I'm going to need alloys only, coal, silicon, and iron. That's gonna get me my electrical steel. Yes, okay, electrical steel is now counted for. I'm also gonna need to make a vibrant crystal and 2 more octadics. Vibrant crystal isn't too bad. If I remember correctly, which any given day. Do I have? No, of course not. You know, you always have to hold on to hope that you have everything that you need. You never do, but you gotta hold on to that hope, you know? Alloy smelter, ender pearl, and energetic alloy. I'm guessing I don't have a whole lot by way of this energetic alloy. Dadgummits. Alright, energetic alloy is going to be redstone, gold, and glowstone. So if I just type in redstone, I can find most of the stuff. Let's throw all this other junk in here, like the printed silicon stuff. I don't need this in my inventory anymore. I can just make them whenever I want. Seeds also. So redstone, glowstone. My goodness, I have a lot of that. Also going to need some gold. Some dadgummit. Okay, gold. There we are. Some good old-fashioned stuff there. Let's just go ahead and rip these out for now. Put these in here. Take some electrical steel. Throw them to the mix. Okay, so there's our energetic alloys, and then I need to merge those with an ender pearl or something like that, so. Whew! I don't believe I have an energetic alloy chicken. I think that's where we drew the line. I think we just stopped it at these conductive irons. I'm not really sure why either, but we just, for whatever reason, I did. Alright, so. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Let's take that, slap these things together. Ooh, my power is starting to slack. Oh, I'm bankrupt. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay. I didn't think it was getting that bad. I mean, I figured it was getting kind of sketchy. I didn't think it was gonna get that sketchy. Oh my. Alright, so let's see. Vibrant capacitor bank. Okay, there are some nuggets. And we'll make that. Vibrant crystal thingy, very nice. And then I just need to make octadics, which is gonna mean that I have to do that. I do have the energetic alloy for it, I promise. Just kidding, I can't promise that. I thought I could promise it, but I was wrong. I was so very wrong. Okay, and that's gonna keep on making some more energetic alloy, which I apparently urgently need. So we'll let that do its thing. And yeah, I just need to make a couple of these double layers. Is that enough? I am short the basic capacitors, obviously. Alright, basic capacitors. I summon the I need 8 of you, I think. Something like that. All right, go forth and make me a ton. And then energetic alloy, still requiring more because I'm a potato. Okay, energetic alloys. Okay, there's 4 of them. And then, oh, for crying out loud, I need 1 more vibrant. Oh, game. You are so mean to me sometimes. So very mean. It's discrimination against Chocos, I swear. All right, vibrant capacitor bank. Now, at long last. There we go. Holy cow. All right. So now we have the vibrant capacitor bank. We have the flux plug to send energy. Flux points to receive energy. Some food so I can stuff my face. Can't forget that part. Really important. An ultimate furnace, which I can't even remotely use yet. I don't even have my disk drives on me. Let's go get them real quick. So there's my disk drives. I have cables aplenty. I probably should be getting more crafters. Let's just up that to... You know what? Let's up that to a total of 12. That way they can be 1-to-1 with the disk drives. That makes some degree of sense to me. All right, so also my crafting grid, my crafting monitor. Let's see, what else is there? I know I have some other goodies in here that I need. Oh, the controller, I need that, of course. Pattern grid, gonna need that. And I believe for the time being, that will pretty much be it. Yeah, I'll need to come back for the rest of these things at some point, but let's go ahead, head on over. Let's go make our adventure, our first trip on over. And let's start setting some stuff up. I don't know why I have a chest on me, but I'm sure it'll come to be... Oh, remove the cyanite. I don't think my cyanite's at 64. So people are saying that's why my energy system is blocked. No, it's not the cyanite. It's just my drain must be just really, really high. I don't know why that is. Yeah, my drain's just really, really ridiculously high. I don't know why that's happening. But regardless, it should improve after I do this. 50-bit cheer from Lilia saying power is low because cyanide is full. Empty the reactor. Yeah, it wasn't that. But regardless, it doesn't matter. I should have plenty of energy to do whatever the darn nonsense I please because the big reactor should work. It should. It really, 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 really should. If it doesn't work, then we have bigger fish to fry. But should be a-okay. All right. So, okay, so this is the center point of the base, right? This is probably where I'll spend most of my time. It's gonna be where all my resources and junk are, yeah. But let's real quick jump down to the bottom and put that there. Nope, wait, that does not work. Okay, please catch this, please catch this, please catch this, please catch it. Okay, and take my super capacitor. Oh no, it's empty! Oh no! Oh, dadgummit. Alright, wait, no, I'm full of... Oh, for... Okay, hold on. Let's... Wait. Let me do this first before we start going into our nonsense. All right, so let me put the disk drives here. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. And then put a crafting grid here. Crafting monitor here. A pattern grid here. The controller will belong somewhere. Somewhere. That's the short of it is that it will belong somewhere. Yes. For right now, I guess I can just, doesn't really matter where I put the controller. I guess I just like throw it over here for now. But okay, cool. So that is going to be all doing its thing. I'm going to put that right there and then say that you're going to be connected to the main line. And then that should receive power if I had any power to spare. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Because I think I need some way to transfer the power. I really hope it's not the case that the Tesla power is just not going to work. Because that would be a really silly reason for that to fail. Also, I'm going to need more Yellorium. But we have plenty of Yellorium at the ready. I also have plenty of glowstone dust, so I'm just going to throw them away as we're littering in outer space. I'm the worst. I know, guys. Don't judge me. Don't look at me that way. All right. I know I'm littering, but it's outer space in my Sky Factory world. I can do what I please. Dadgummit. Don't litter, by the way. If you do that, people come after you. They'll eat your face. Don't ask me how I know this. All right. So Yellorium. And oh, we do. Crap. Okay. Tesla is not playing nicely. Is Tesla going to work? Okay. I think the Tesla is not going to work. It's just going to be one of those weird mod issues where they just don't play well with each other. Because, okay, so in this situation, right, we have like a regular RF port, and the RF port interfaces directly with the capacitor. Oh, maybe it's because I haven't configured it yet. That's a possibility. But just in case, I don't, because I'm not entirely sure what the problem will be. Let me make one of you. Oh, for crying out loud. What am I short on? Oh. Okay. There you go. Make one of those, and then we'll just make one of these. All right. In case. Just in case I do end up needing this again. But we'll go ahead, put that in, and hopefully it'll be fine. Apparently, if you give the Wither Crumb Star to an auto sifter, it will give it a permanent boost. Interesting. Neat. Oh, Benji? Benji BBL, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Now I'm puzzling over whether or not your name means like be back later or something else. I don't know. Big burning lemons, perhaps. Okay, and then down we go to the bottom, because I would like for this to work, if possible. So let's say that you are going... Okay, so that doesn't seem to have done anything. And that also does not seem to have done anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that Tesla does not play nice. Oh, wait, I have no energy in here, though. Durr. Okay, hold on. Nope, still swinging and missing. And we do have a full buffer. Okay, I really do not want to drop you. All right, so let me go ahead and rip this out. Did that thing just... Totally did. Just left. It just died on me. Okay, well, Wait. Oh, maybe it was... Is it up there? Oh, it bounced upward. You little bugger. Hold on. There we go. All right, so let's put that there. And let's put my vibrant capacitor right here. Configure this to be so. Should be an input. All right. Throw all kinds of yellorium into this thing. Let's activate that reactor, and there we go. Boom. RF for days, my friends. Days. And then we'll take our flux plug. And then I'm just going to slap that onto there. Attach you to the main line. And now we should have power aplenty. Good. Very, very good. And our one little lonely thing of yellorium is going to have to work. Oh, man. All right, so obviously I also need to make something for the cyanite to get out of there so it doesn't get, you know, sucked in for all eternity. But that is also another thing that we got to do. But for right now, let's go ahead and get this whole operation started. I'm going to put one storage disk in here just to start us off, just to make sure that things are, of course, working a-okay. All right, so everything seems to be in good working order here. Obviously, this is looking kind of butt ugly, so we're going to have to do some other things to make this all work. Now, what I would like to have happen, and I have a sneaking suspicion that it will not work this way, but I would love for this to work, is I would like for us to somehow be able to make all the different machinations fit within this format. I don't know if I can do it. My assumption actually is that I cannot. But we're gonna see how that goes, and hopefully it goes okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these cables up. It's a preemptive maneuver from me. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Come on, okay. And then there we are. Cool, cool, cool. Nope. And naturally where I put the controller is going to be just absolutely not working. But that's okay. That's actually all right. Not optimal, but it should not be a big problem. All right. And then we'll just start the skeleton of this one. Actually, you know what? Let's, just for the sake of being consistent, I'm going to actually just take this thing and we'll just put this right here, honestly. Why not? The power, though, that's a separate issue. The power. I suppose we'll just do that, just so I can monitor it very easily. Alright, so the main line. So this thing has all the power in the world it could ever possibly need, and that should be fine. And that is all looking fine and dandy. And then let's take some crafters. So this bad boy is going to have to sit right on up here. Ah. There we go. And then we'll just continue this whole pattern. Okay, cool. And one last one. Oof, yes. All right. Okay, so we have a whole lot of crafters here ready to go. And we are more or less ready to actually start migrating everything over as we need to. So we definitely do need to get our furnaces kind of put into place. To that end, let's go ahead and just hypothetically see what that could end up looking like. Because of the nature of how this will end up working, it's going to be kind of goofy. So we're going to have to see how this could potentially do its thing. So this will be kind of like the main... how to say, this will be the main kind of operations and storage junk, and then up here will be where we do a little bit more of the mechanical things. But let me think here. So the furnace needs to have an upper and a lower, so I'm just going to define an area here. I think so. That's one more higher, I think, and that'll be good. Okay, and then that should see us through for what we immediately need. 4. Whoop, 1 too far. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, minus a couple of oopsie doodles every now and again. That should be fine. And then we'll just set up the cables. All right, cool. So if hopefully I've done this correctly and we'll be able to just kind of work from here. But all right, cool. We're gonna run back, and we're actually gonna rip out the storage drive itself and rip down all of our refined storage at the old base and start trying to make this base work for our needs right now. I do expect to run into problems. It almost certainly will happen. But it should hopefully not be too bad. I would expect it not to be too horrible. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up going down. And we should be a-okay. So I do have my ultimate furnace here. We have some more seed reprocessors. The seed reprocessors are going to be at the very top probably. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up going on. Because I'm not entirely sure how everything will be working yet. All right, so, whew, the scary part. Okay. So I'm actually going to rip that out. And that's going to start collecting a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to take all these discs, and that's going to bankrupt that. I'm going to leave that capacitor just to kind of sit there and think about what it's done. The solderer, I need. The seed ones, obviously, we need. So let me go ahead and rip these out. Okay, well, that was kind of crazy. I might as well take all of you, take all of you. Honestly, I should be taking everything here, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. I should just be ripping everything apart. I'm going to have some extra crafting stuff and junk, and that's okay. Alright, so a couple more crafters with a whole lot of patterns that I cannot hold. Okay. I'm just going to make an executive decision and assume that that's going to be worthless. And I'm going to make a chest here. Okay. This is probably going to be Garbo. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. I'm trying to salvage the patterns and hopefully not accidentally lose a whole bunch. It's not like it's going to be really hard to remake them or anything like that. Certainly nothing that crazy. But also would rather not have to create more work for myself if I can avoid it. So these guys right there. All right. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that should be all my storage disks. All right. Whew. Take that. Take the solderer. This spectator thing was pretty darn good recommendation, I must admit. All right, and then there's like a whole bunch of patterns that I really just am not going to be able to deal with right now. Oh, hold on. I forgot one thing. I need to put these storage discs back just for a moment. Hold on. I need something from you guys. I need an ender chest, so I don't have to make this trip like 8,000 bajillion times. And I'm also gonna need my rose red. Okay, so this is gonna be my, I need to move you from one place to another chest, just to kind of make life a little bit simpler. Okay, and then I can rip all you out again. So let's see here. Speed upgrades and all that junk. Let's put that over there. I'm gonna put these along the bottom here. Okay. And these patterns now. Let's see. Just dump everything into here and hope for the best. And the rose red can take a hike. Don't need all of it. I already have one color coded, so we should be okay. Alright. And now the giant smorgasbord of patterns everywhere. Okay, let's just occupy our inventories with stuff so it cannot interfere. Okay. Ooh, some of them almost fall off the edge. Some of them might have fallen off the edge, to be completely honest. Man, these things flew far. I almost certainly have lost some then. Which is weird. But, whatever. Whatever. Oh, it's because the chests are full. I'm like, why is I not sending things anymore? All right, so the rest of this stuff I have over there. I don't need to worry about that. So let's go ahead, just zip on over to the new base. And this actually might be one of the last times we actually come back here. The chickens are self-managing, obviously. I can't imagine anything else off the top of my head that we need to do. I think that's all. I think we actually have everything we need. Charcoal, make a matter transceiver to go between bases easily. Well, this might be like legitimately like one of the last times we ever have to do this. We'll have to see. Don't quote me on that yet, because I'm not 100% sure about that yet. But it should be the case that I think that we have everything that we need. Oh, that was a weird lag spike. But we should have everything that we need for a good while. The only thing that's there that I left back there are like the farming things, and as long as the chunk's loaded, we're actually okay. So it should be actually fine. Whoops, a little bit too far. All right, so I'm gonna put this chest right there. All right, and then let's start getting these crafters into place. Oh goodness, okay. So let's start off with the 1K. I'm going to try to keep this relatively organized, so bear with me here, guys. So we'll do that. So that's going to be up to the 64K storage. That's going to be the storage housing itself, and then that's going to change into a disk, so that should be that. I'm going to actually leave it as is and leave a little bit of empty space there. And none of these should require the solder or anything crazy, so that should be fine. Let's now work on getting our Inferium upgraded stuff ready to go. So it should be Prudentium into you, into you, into you. And that should all be fine and dandy. And I guess by extension, I might as well put... Oh, that's the Prudentium furnace. I was like, what the heck is that? I guess I'll put you here. I don't know. It seems like a really, like, I don't know why I even bothered. Let's take all the multicolored blocks of the rainbow and grab them. Flux block is whatever, obviously. Yeah, okay, whatever. So, oh, this is actually a furnace as well. Alright, so there we go. Prudentium block. This is going to be my Supremium block, Intermedium block. So, something like that. And these are going to be the furnaces. Oh, I forgot the Inferium block. Okay. Inferium block is good and ready. And let's go get that in there. And then this to this to this. Okay, so the furnaces are now ready to rock and roll. Which is weird because I thought I had Ultimate Furnace already ready to go, but apparently not. Perhaps that's one of the ones I lost. Alright, so let's see. Let me take... Okay. So this stuff is related to Inferium and all that junk. This one's going to be related to the actual storage system itself. I think to this end, it probably stands to reason that the patterns for Crafter, Pattern Grid, and Machine Casing can go into here. It probably also stands to reason that these guys would also be somewhat close by. Controller, grid, disk drive. Okay, so these guys also should belong in the same vein, because these guys are all related to whatever. Okay, so that is all fine and dandy. So these are the last, the last set of patterns that we've made. And these guys are going to start a whole new thing. So this part, let's make this into kind of like random items, stuff that is not related to any mod pack or anything like that. These guys, of course, are part of them are processing pattern things, so we can't just throw them in willy-nilly. But basic capacitor, double layer capacitor, octadic capacitor, we can make those work. Flux plug, flux core, all that stuff, I'm going to also throw into here, just because it makes some degree of sense to me. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else besides me, but it makes sense to me, so that's going to happen. Oh, and the pattern. Pattern? Yes, okay, pattern. Pattern is shapeless. I was like, I am not sure. Wait a minute. Did I forget? I think I did. Whoops. In my mind, I was like, wait a minute. I think I forgot the solderer things. Or did I lose them? No, I think I left them behind. I think I must have left them behind. I don't know what else could be the possible reason here. All right, so controller, this bad boy. I have to look at the way that they're full. So this one is chock full. This is chock full. This is close to being full. This is close to being full. This is close to being full. That's sort of full, and these ones are empty. Okay, so now when I look into here, I should be seeing, yep, everything is looking a-okay. I must have just left it behind. I find that very odd that I left those things behind. How strange. All right, because yeah, I don't have them. How odd. All right, so that is now all in place. I have an extra some number of crafters and whatever else, and that's fine. And I have these little guys, and these ones are going to require me to actually have a solderer in place. So let me see, process pattern encoder. Might as well take the crafters out there. Solderer, let's hold on to that. Already have a crafting monitor, so I don't need to get another one. Did I leave them behind? I must have. we're just gonna do that bad boy right there. Nope, wrong one. There we go, pattern grid. So we have both the pattern things and relatively close by each other. That's kind of nice. Or dictionaries, because I would like for them to use whatever I dandy please for them to work with. And then we now need to get our solderer working. So, solderer. It should be... let's take some easy to work with block here. Let's do dirt, which I surprisingly don't have a whole lot of. Okay. So let me just take... Oh, for crying out loud. I don't... Dadgummit. All right. That's going to take some getting used to. That's going to take some getting used to. All right, so dirt. Let's just make a whole bunch of this. All right. So it should be something like this, right? So on top of here is going to be the solderer. Yep. And then... Rip. Exporter, importer. Got some extra cables here. Let's see if we can make this do what we want it to do. So this thing is gonna create something and then export it into the system, right? And it's going to need the crafter. Crafter, like so, perhaps. And then let's just see if this actually is hooked up properly. So, no, Mr. Dirt. Okay. So if I were to hypothetically say, yo, home skillet slice, can I get... Oh, geez, I don't remember what I have in here. Destruction. Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? I stored them away. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I'm almost certain that I have stored them away. These things are shapeless. Yeah, these things are shapeless, 120%. I don't know why I put them in there. I am out of space. How odd. Alright, so let's put those in there. Because destruction and construction ones, that's a little bit different, right? Destruction and construction are going to be just, you can slap them together and they'll be fine to make. So I must have left them behind. Okay. People correcting me about how to say solderer. Dude. The duderer. That's what's going to be called now, Kappa. Alright, let's go zip on over. And it should be fine. Alright, back we go. I didn't think we'd have to make this trip again, but hey, you know what? One extra trip was in the grand scheme of things. Alright. So, yes. Okay, all of you. Alright, so that should be it. That should be the last thing I need from here. Are there any other goodies that I want to just take along for the ride? Not particularly. This is also probably full. Yep. Okay. So, yes, that does more or less look like everything. So we should be fine now. I will probably need multiple solderers though. Oh my goodness. All right, how do you say it again? Solderer? A solderer? Okay. So the soy sauce, we're gonna have to put the soy sauce, probably about 3 of them or so, that'd be my guess. I'm thinking I might just make 4, just for the simplicity of it. So certain things have very specific roles about like this one will be used for X or this one will be used for Y. That's what I'm thinking of right now. I'm not super sure about that plan though. Actually, the more I think about it, the more that doesn't really make sense. Never mind, we'll just do 1. Because if I have one that requires, well, maybe we should. I don't know. I guess we could do multiple actually. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Oh, mother of goatfish. I guess then by extension, upgrade would be also not that hard? Question marks. Does that work the way I think it will? What do you need in order to be made? Yeah, okay, so this one you just make by, yeah, you just put it together, you just slap them together and you get that stuff. All right, cool. So the rest of these are what require stuff. So solderer is gonna be things like, oh, this is furnace stuff actually. RIP. You know what? Let's do 2 solderers. 2 solderers is a pretty good compromise there, I think. 2 solderers, I think, will be perfectly fine. Just as a reminder that, yes, creepers could theoretically spawn here. Because I will forget about that 120% if I am not careful. Okay, so let's take some alternate furnaces here. So we'll throw that bad boy right there. And I think having 2 ultimate furnaces makes some degree of sense as well. Alright. And then we're going to have importers coming off the bottom of these, right? Why did I put an exporter here? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so importer is there. That's going to be ripping items out of the furnaces. I'll put coal blocks into them just for the time being. Yes, I wish to take all the dirt and move them. And then I'm going to need some exporters. This is where the exporters will come into play. I guess that technically means I'm 1 too far up, actually. Is that true? Did the crafter have to be vertical? I think the crafter did have to be vertical, right? Yeah, I guess this means I'm just 1 too far up. That's okay. What the fudge was that? What was that sound? This is not okay, game. What the crap was that? I am not down for this. What was that sound? That just straight up spooks me. What the crap was that sound? Ugh. Okay. You know what? The creeper exploding was somehow not enough incentive for me to be motivated to do this. That was enough incentive for me to be like, nope, I don't care. I want lighting everywhere. That's such a disconcerting sound. I don't like that. I don't like that I don't know what it is. I don't like anything about it, to be honest. It just weirds me out, man. Alright, solderer. Man, oh man. Okay, so that one's going to be handling these processors. I guess I should split them into 2, though, is what I should be doing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's split them into 2. So I'm going to, I'm going to do that. I put redstone flux here as well. I'm going to space that out like that. I'm going to need more pipe here. Okay. And then we're going to do that here, that here. Okay. And then solderers. I'm going to just make you do all of it for the time being, but eventually you will have help, hopefully. Ah! And there's my ultimate furnace. I knew I had it somewhere. In here? Yep. Okay. Alright, so in theory, they should be hooked up now and able to do whatever I dandy please. We'll see how it actually plays out, though. So I see I can do this. And does that run it through? Yep, that turned on. That ripped it out. It seems to have worked. Let's see if it did. Yep, that worked fine. So that is working. So that system is working fine. And then I need to try out the solderer, whatever. I suppose what we can do to test that out is we can run a speed upgrade through it. So let's see if I can craft one of these bad boys. Crafting monitor. Appears to be processing just fine. But I don't have any of the speed upgrades into them, so that's probably why it's taking 20 million years. This is going to drive me crazy that I don't know which one is which. It's all right. Speed upgrade. Okay, cool. So that is indeed working. Awesome. All right, so that everything, it seems that the transition is working fine. It looks like everything is actually plodding along exactly the way I hoped it would work. So that's good. Let's go ahead and do a couple of other things here. Let's get the other solderer up. Shouldn't be too terribly bad. Oh, gracious me. I need a pattern. I need a whole lot of patterns. Pattern, mushroom, pattern. All right. Sure. Let's just put 128 into the works. It's gonna continue crafting things. Looking good and dandy. I might just take some right now. And we're gonna throw them into here. Nope. Okay, so 64 patterns into there. And let's try that again. So solderer, whatever. Sticky piston. Oh, true enough. I hate doing pistons. Oh my god. If this... This is such a random thing for me to be like really angsty about, but I despise making pistons. I always have, always will. I hate these things. I loathe and despise everything about it. So I think this will work with any wood. Where is my... There you are. There's my happy little group. So that's just going to be wood, hopefully. Is the way that should theoretically be working. So let's just make... What? I didn't have spruce wood, did I? Wait, can that just... Oh, interesting. So that changes it. Oh, that's so weird. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's just weird. Doesn't really, I guess it doesn't like negatively impact anything, but it's just such a strange... Oh, that just weirds me out that that's just a very odd... It's a very odd thing to discover. Alright, anywho, sticky pistons, yes. I would like to make a pattern for that as well. if you would be so kind. Okay, there's a sticky piston. I think that's more or less it. I know we're gonna obviously run into more that we need in the future, but for right this second, I think that's pretty darn good. Okay, so nope. Can I didn't make a pattern for that. Can I make this? And nope. 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 Yep. Okay. So we'll just throw that into there, and it should be. I can now say, hey, I want to make a solderer thingy, a solderer. I keep on calling it solderer. I'm just gonna call it solderer. It's gonna drive me crazy. And I don't have cobblestone. Are you kidding? Hold on. Cobblestone. I should be able to make this from the stone essence, which I believe I have. And I guess while I'm on the topic of it, I might as well make stone as well, because stone's a huge pain in the rear. All right. And then we'll just put this in with the rest of its charming buddies. I really should put those in its own thing. Actually, I will put those in their own thing, because that's probably going to be a little bit more sensible. All right, so let's do that. And then let's see. Can I make the solderer now? It's gonna work. It works. GG, guys. We just won the freaking game. It's over. It's all over. It's all over now. It's all over now. That's it. That, like, literally, we just made this, like, trivially easy to mass produce things, and for it not to consume a ton of our time. So, like, legitimately, this is actually a pretty darn big deal, to be completely honest with you. That was one too high, though, so whatever. I'll fix that at a later point, probably. Maybe. Probably not. I'll probably just say that I'm going to fix it and never fix it. So let me rip these out here, put these guys over here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then throw some speed upgrades into it. Okay. So, Speedy Gonzalez. Okay. There's all of our speed upgrades. And then what I ought to do, it should be at the top. So for right now, since I'm not really wanting to go through the effort of putting something on the top right there, here's what we're going to do as a compromise. Oh, I also need to put the seed reprocessors in. I'll make a bunch of these though, so we'll worry about that later. Ender chest. I do need one of you. Okay. And we're just gonna slap this thing on and out here, because this thing really badly needs to start bringing things back in. Okay, so that's starting to try to pull things into there. Let's do some stack upgrades. We're gonna so speed upgrades. I'd like a bunch of you, please. That's so cool. That's actually like legitimately like super neat that you can do that. That's really weird to me that you can. Let's see, speed upgrades. Nope, those are a bunch of upgrades. There's the speed upgrades. Okay, and then we just interact with our importer thing here, and we just throw those onto that, and then it's just gonna start running through and emptying out this ender chest, throwing it into the storage thing. And yeah, we're well on our way. We're well on our way. So the next thing now becomes the furnaces obviously require me to, do something with them. We'll just kind of leave this part to kind of be as it is. So I suppose what we'll do here is I'm going to probably put an exporter, like, nope, wrong way. So I think it's an exporter. If I just put that like so, and okay, coal essence just turns into coal. So let's use coal. So if I say, hey, buddy, put some coal in there, it's going to keep on putting coal in there, right? Same thing will be true for this side, provided I make it so. Okay, and that's going to just continuously provide it coal. And then that's going to keep on going, doing its thing. I can add a detector system in there later, and then the detection system will be like, hey, by the way, we need more coal, and it's going to make more coal, and that'll be automated and everything like that. Yellorium. Yellorium's another big deal thing. I should honestly make this all automated and stuff, but I'm gonna have to make a compromise here because, yeah, I don't really feel like we should do this today. I'm already really far over time. So what we're gonna do is this. I'm going to take this bad boy, and we'll at least remove the ability, or not the ability, but we're going to remove the issue of the cyanite potentially blocking things. I also have to take the time to make this not look like absolute butt cheeks either, which would be nice. So let's get a transfer pipe in there. That should take care of the cyanite kind of blocking things up, and it should just be about me throwing in massive amounts of yellorium every now and again. I can automate that too pretty easily. I can do it right now if I really want to, but in the interest of Momo not stabbing me to death, I'm going to go ahead and not do that. So let me just go ahead, get a transfer pipe down there. Before a creeper, just sitting there, right there, just gone. Okay, and then that should now be feeding in cyanite, which it does indeed seem to be doing. And I should be seeing absolutely blue here, or no blue there rather. And then I am actually not rocking too much yellorium either. I guess we'll get at least that much going, because that we can easily do. So let me go hit up our pattern encoder. I'm going to look up yellorium ingots. And I could be making it with essence, actually, true enough. But we're going to do it this way. And I need a pattern. If I could get a pattern. Very cool. And then we're going to throw the patterns up into here. I guess we could even automate that, huh? If we run out of patterns, it'll create more patterns. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's absolutely possible. I don't know why that didn't occur to me until just now, but it did. Don't know why. All right, so yellorium into there, and that way, because I have a whole bunch of this yellorium dust, so I can just be like, yo, home skillet, let me, oh goodness, I already have a whole bunch of yellorium though, so never mind. But if I ever do run out, for whatever reason, I can just be like, hey, I would like a whole bunch of yellorium, and it'll be happy to oblige me. So let me just go ahead, put this in, and then we'll call it there for today. All right, so now that this is all running, yeah, the implication now is, now that we have everything here rocking and rolling, the base is now functional in terms of we can store things, we can bring things into our system, we can craft things now, which is kind of an added perk that we weren't originally worrying about. We can now focus on building the base. So fingers crossed, barring that I don't get hit by some random inspiration to do something different, it should be that we should start filling out the base so the base feels like a base rather than random floating circle plus this thing down there. It should be that we can now start focusing on actually getting other things done. I can also, actually, now that I think about it, we can also now go through the process of also getting these reactor components ready to go. And these reactor components, what we can do is we can have these auto crafting through that, craft all the bits, make all the bits, so we can just construct these pretty quickly, and so on and so forth. So base building, reactor expansion, maybe. I mean, I don't really think reactor expansion is super necessary right now because our energy consumption is probably, yeah, not even close. We're like, we're overproducing energy right now. So should be all fine and dandy. People are saying feed the crumb starch, the auto sieves. We will do so, but we will do so after we have set up our new sieve system and stuff like that. So this whole thing, we need to expand this up. This whole like resource production area needs to be scaled up quite significantly. So the idea is that, you know, the underbelly of this thing has all these garden cloches, which is producing all of our essence. And then these things up here are going to be kind of how we process those things and get all that stuff rocking and rolling. Don't forget also that we need to make alloy smelters and stuff like that and introduce that into our system as well, which we don't have yet. And actually, this is going to drive me crazy, so we'll do one last thing. I'll just do one more thing before we call it a day, which is I'm going to lower this all by 1 because this is kind of driving me a little bit crazy. Okay. And then we're just going to take those cables and we're just going to just do that. And just like so. There we go. So we don't have like an overly ridiculous footprint for absolutely zero reason. Now, at least it's somewhat consistent. All right, but either way, that should... Why do we have so many sparklies there? Oh, because we have a whole bunch in there, right? Duh, I forgot. All right, so anyways, that should be it. Obviously, these glowstone things will have to go at some point, but we're not quite there yet. So this is all looking fine and dandy. I'm pretty happy and content with it. I don't think there's gonna be any issue with it. I have some other things I need to be doing as well whenever it comes to the base building side of it, because obviously that's all still spooky down there, and then we have other things to also consider in terms of getting the alloy smelter. I don't think we'll ever automate the splice and splice, because that's just, I don't know why I would. But let's say that the alloy smelter we need to get rocking and rolling into here. We need to get the sag mill rocking and rolling into here. I feel like there's more than that I have to consider. But either way, we have more things to go. It's just right now this will do the job just fine. But thumbs up, at least we're moved. You know, like we really are at this point done kind of randomly wandering around in that resource base. This really should be the main change now. Because I don't know what other reason we would do to go back. Like, we obviously have to do something with the chickens and stuff. But I'm even starting becoming of the opinion that maybe what we do is we just leave the chickens behind. Maybe we'll upgrade them at some point just to be cutesies about it and be like, oh, we're going to make like a cool little thing for the chickens. But for right now, in terms of functionality, we're here. We're all here. It's not like we don't need the prosperity shards in terms of like we're not dying for them. So the prosperity shards are completely irrelevant sort of at this point. So yeah, at this point we're in pretty good shape. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please consider leaving a like rating down below. I'm missing a pipe here. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you are new and have not done so already, think about subscribing. I guess you're supposed to hit like a bell thing and then that's going to do other stuff. I swear I'm a professional YouTuber. And I will see you guys next. Oh, and if you want to see me on Twitch, feel free to check the description out below. I usually tweet about it before I go live, sometimes with more heads up than others, but I generally try to make sure I tweet things out. So if you'd be interested in kind of seeing what is going on there, let me know. But until next time, guys, take care and ciao for now.